Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, November 30th. Last day of November trading. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It's not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. Alright, last thing for today. We'll get rid of that. Crude oil. Trade set up at about 4 minutes plus before our start time, but we do get in sync right along in here. It goes to money management and just touches target 1 exactly. Target 1 at 79.18, picking up 17 ticks there. Trails out at 79.04 from 79.01. So we pick up 3 more ticks, 21 on the morning. One and done session. Unleaded was a little bit more problematic this morning. Unleaded picks up long trade at 903.54. That ultimately stops and reverses at 524. And then that was a full stop out. Then we go long again at 566. That one gets to money management, not quite to target 1. So we take 569, that's 3 ticks on the trailer. And now we are in a long. Just triggered in a few moments ago really, and approaching target 1. And no new trades on the YM yet. Looks like we did pick up a short on soybeans. So soybeans is in the short. Pound Aussie is in a long trade. Small trade. Money management is up at target 2. The Russell That one, I'm afraid, probably is a valid trade, and that's going to be a full stop out. All right. Lots of action there on the unleaded. Couple of break-even trades. Getting target one. Target one traders should be done. And another couple of stop and reverses. That's our 6 trades. Target 2 traders are going to be somewhere close to break even, but not there yet, I don't think. Now that should end the session. So that'll be 4, 5, 6. So definitely done, but tough session. All right. Wait our 4 minutes. That's going to be this trade. Short on the micro NQ. Please do say hello in the chat. Market kind of running in quick spurts this morning, seems to be, at least in the crude and unleaded. Soybeans is short, YM is flat, crude is done for the 9 a.m. session. We're short on the micro NQ and flat on the Russell with 1 loss this morning, micro Russell, and the pound Aussie is long. So that kind of catches everybody up with where we are right now. Next week should be a normal schedule. 9:30 sessions Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Crude oil inventory session at 10:30 on Wednesday. And a short trade on the YM. That's right in amongst the moving averages. Yeah, entry is right at the moving average. I'd push that down a couple of ticks. I get 77. That works better. All right, target micro NQ with a target 2 win, trailing target 3. 16,002 flat for the trailer at the moment, and a short trade on the micro Russell as well. 074 for the entry. Just above the session open. Good morning, Don. $99 flat for the micro NQ stop. YM taking some heat on this short trade. Micro Russell taking heat as well. Pound Aussie not very active this morning. All the very small trades off the 50 EMA. No overboughts or oversold for a while now. And the trend strength is sitting down almost minus 24. Pretty slow moving morning on the Pound Aussie. And the Russell gets to money management. A little bit bigger trade, so it actually started trailing early. And there's past target 2. What was target 2? 2.1, target 3.2. And norm is what for target 3? 2.8. Yeah, I would probably take that to target 2 and take a win there. We just missed target 3 and we just stopped out on the trailer, so taking profit at target 2 definitely was the more profitable way to go there. Trailing out at 0.62. We did take a full stop on the YM, and now we're in a new short. 679. Same setup. The 50's up higher now, so I keep the entry at 679. Target 4 on the micro NQ, trailing at 984.5. Not much change yet. We have a stop and reverse to long on soybeans. That did come back and hit the entry. That would be at 44.25. So we did stop and reverse to long. Target and money management so soybeans is long, YM is short. Micro NQ is, did we get to 84.5? Nope, we got just to 84, so we are still short on the Micro NQ. Pound Aussie getting into positive territory, target 1, but that doesn't change anything. Money management and first actionable target is target 2 on this trade. Just 12 ticks to 12 pips to target 2, so that's a minimum for money management. And there it is, target 2. So two positions come off, and trailing stop to 162. So this will be a one and done session on the Pound Aussie. Slow developing, but it developed nonetheless. And target 3. So 24 plus target 3 was worth 17 pips, so that gets us to 41. $969 3/4 on the Micro NQ. Possible short trade on the Micro Russell. YM going back the wrong way again. Alright, Micro NQ still short. Got targets 2, 3, and 4. And the Russell triggering into the short. YM is still short. Pound Aussie through target 3. Stop at 164 now. Soybeans is long, looking for 46.25 for target. YM is short. Micro NQ and the Micro Russell both long, short also, and Pound Aussie is long. crude and unleaded already done for the morning. And Micro Russell stops out on the short trade, and now we have a long trade. Money management on the long trade. Yep, we got our 14 ticks. So stop comes to there it is at 8103 or 810.3. Target 2, looking for target 3 is our actionable normal actionable target, and we just missed that, and we stop out for a single tick. We did stop out of the micro NQ. That was at our 969 3/4. And we now have a long trade. Came to the entry. If you're trading it and not already in, push it up a couple of ticks, and it does trigger in. And a second full stop out on the YM this morning. I'm going to count that short on the Micro Russell as a no trade. That looks like it spiked down and came back up. And the pound Aussie did stop out at 164. So one and done session there. Soybeans trying to get to target 1. And there it is. It just stuck its nose up there, hit it on the nose at 46 1/4. Stop comes to 44.50, 44.5 with the stop and reverse adjustment. So we had 8 ticks to target, and our original loss was 41 3/4 to 44 1/4, so 2.5. 2.5 points. Ten ticks times 4 positions. We're down 40 ticks. We pick up 8 on target 1. Micro Russell long trade hitting money management. Stop to 812.8. And soybeans stopping out at 44.5 for 3 more ticks. That gives us 11, and we're down 29. And looking for a new trade. And good morning, Robert. Micro Russell stopping out for a break-even trade. 2 losses, 2 break-evens. On 4 trades. YM with a tough morning so far. 2 full stop outs. Micro NQ still in its long. YM, Micro Russell, and the Micro NQ all seem to be trying to bounce a little bit off of this. YM at session highs. Micro Russell is definitely in positive territory. Micro NQ bouncing off of session lows. So a little bit of divergence there. Yeah, we're just kind of in between session low and session open and session high on the Micro Russell. And things slowing down. 10 a.m. crude session starting in less than a minute. Of course, this trade has gone too far, so that's a no trade. We'll look for a new one. "20 seconds to mini session start for the crude oil. Crude is in its session, but obviously we're not there yet. No trades to take that yet. Micro NQ, full stop out. Transitioning to short. And a short on the YM. That's a third short of the morning. Looks to me like we possibly have a long trade brewing on soybeans, but now it's pulling back. No, pushing, trying to push higher. There it is. Is that okay? We didn't get exhaustion dots. Money management. And now trailing on the micro NQ, target 2 achieved. So second win with 1 loss. Trailing stop 941.5. So YM is still short. Yep, most of the trades are moving fairly slowly. The exception was crude and unleaded was moving kind of in quick spurts this morning. Right now it's moving fairly slowly, but early this morning it would move quickly for a couple of minutes, slow down for 15 or 20, and move quickly again. So hard to say. Just not much driving the market this morning. All right, micro NQ stopping out. New long trade on the micro Russell. That's trade number 5. Crude still in the early long trade, looking for a new setup. So YM is, and crude has stopped out, as has the micro Russell trade. So loss number 3 for the micro Russell, and that ends the session. Long setup on micro NQ. And a short trade on crude. 78.94. Thursday looks like you got the 200 EMA at 93. I'd push that down to 92. All three EMAs right there together. 50 is at 89, so not a great place to be. So that would move money management down to 82. One close above the balance line. Two closes above the balance line, so the short trade cancels. Micro NQ hitting the stop, but hasn't hit any entry yet. So unless we get a crossover back to the cat lines back to the downside, the long will remain a valid trade. Soybeans with a potential short trade. And there's a long trade on crude. That one, yep, going to money management and target one. So another one and done session. This will be getting 15 to target one. Target two's 24 if we get there. Stop at 79.17. And did we get target two? And the YM reverses. At 38. Hits target one. So we pick up one tick on that. Hits target one for 13. Well, okay. Target will be target two, and we just hit that, it looks like. So target two at 760 for 22 ticks. Actually, this is a valid trade. The micro NQ long trade is not being tracked, but it is valid. We saw that it hit the stop before it hit the entry, so it's a valid trade. And we are in. We did get to money management, so the entry was 47.50, 47 and a half, so 947 and 3/4. Is our money management level, and getting target two. So that is another win. That's our third win with one loss. We did get target two on the nose on that crude trade. So 13 and 22. No, that one wasn't the stop and reverse. So yeah, 15 and 24, 39 ticks, and a one and done for the 10 a.m. session. Two full losses and a one tick win on the stop and reverse, plus target two, and we'll see where it trails to. On the YM. Pound Aussie now giving a short trade. Target three on the micro NQ. All right, now we definitely will be trailing. And the 14 EMA is at 75.80. So 75 3/4 is going to make that 74 1/4. $77 1/4. Having trail that one manually as it moves, but that's what you do when the calculator isn't tracking. Calculator doesn't know that this is a valid trade because it hit the stop and the entry on the same bar. YM stop at 744, it looks like. So soybeans got, all right, now soybeans now in a short. We got our 11 ticks out of that last one. The short did come up and we triggered in. Minimum target on this short is 6 ticks. YM going up to target 3 but unable to push up through the session high. And stopping out at 977 1/4 on the micro NQ for win number 3 this morning. And a short trade on the micro NQ. So we will see if this goes anywhere. Triggers in. If this is a winner, this is the end of the session. 4 wins would be a POQ. Soybeans taking some heat on its short trade. YM testing the 20 SMA. Stop still at 744. So micro NQ, soybeans, and the YM are active charts. Everything else is done. And a second loss on the micro NQ. Three wins, two losses. We can take one more trade, win or lose. Win or lose, it's going to be the sixth trade, so it doesn't matter. But a win is four winners, and a loss is three losses. So the only thing that wouldn't necessarily end the session would be at break even, and it's going to end on that anyway, is trade number 6. We'll go to about 10:30 or so. See if, as slow as things are moving, there's not a whole lot of use in trying to push to something new. And YM 749. And a stop and reverse potential on soybeans, 48 1/4. That's going to be at the full stop out for the short trade. YM with a short trade. Stopping out at 749. Soybeans long unadjusted triggered, but we're in a stop and reverse situation, so we're still short. Long trade entry would be 48.25. Not much moving. What got any comments? My trading session, depending on, actually, I've got the only trade charts of the 7 that we've been looking at that are still going. 4 are already complete. Actually, 5. We've had two completed sessions on crude. Micro Russell is complete. Pound Aussie's complete. Micro NQ can take one more trade, but I wouldn't go beyond. My stop time for any of the full sessions is usually noon Eastern. Now, of course, the mini sessions on crude are just an hour long. But yeah, I'll trade up to 6 trade maximum on Spotlight, 5 trade maximum for soybeans, or to my POQ. So even if it's slowish, now the YM probably is going to take most of its trades for the day, and we're just in the 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in the 5th trade of the day, so we can only take one more trade anyway. Per the trade plan, but your stop time is determined by your own trade plan. It may be your POQ, it may be your number of trades, maximum number of trades, which is part of your POQ rules, or it could be a fixed stop time. If I haven't gotten to 6 trades by noon, I'm not taking any more. It's very seldom I'll go that long. Pound Aussie with another successful trade, even though we're already done with that. We had a one and done this morning. And the YM stopping and reversing to long for its final trade. 70. 3. So make it 76. Yeah, 76 for the stop and reversal. So that's a third full stop today. Difficult day on the YM. Short trades just weren't working. 50 EMA providing significant support. And the YM goes long again. Soybeans coming down to the entry. That's one. It did trigger in the unadjusted, so we will maintain the stop and reverse unless it hits its stop here. Our stop on the trade is not going to change because we're at the full stop out with the stop and reverse. It's just a matter of whether we keep the reversing entry or not. Getting within 1 tick of the natural stop on the long trade. And there it is. So the stop and reverse cancels. So we bring our entry back there, but our stop still stays out where it was. And that's target 1. So we end up getting a 6-tick target 1. Stop comes to 1345 even. I'd actually keep that at 1345 and yeah, 45. Call it 45 even. Target 2. So we get 6 and 10, 16, leaves us down 13. Target 3 is 14. If we get there, that's going to put us positive, and there it is. So we're +1, and should be, let's see, are we, no, we're not trailing yet. Yeah, we're at 45, and that's where currently as this bar closes, we should be at 45 flat for the stop, and then we'll probably start trailing. But this will be the final trade for soybeans, and it will be a positive session. We're already positive 1 tick to play. Actually positive 2 ticks with the trailing position. 1 tick in hand, 1 unrealized. Quick move down on soy. It looks like it may continue down a little bit. YM back down around the entry on its long trade. And our final trade on the micro NQ is a short. Looking for target 1 at the session low. And just missing it, it looks like. 919 flat, and we got to 19 and a quarter. Soybean stop still at 44 flat. Pound Aussie is setting a marginally lower session low. Micro NQ getting at least a break even. Are we going to get target 2? Almost, but not quite. Actually, we're full point away, only 1 point away, but that's not much given where we are. Given the size of those trades, 1 point is pretty close. And the YM stops out on the reversing. Difficult day on the YMs today. 3 full stop outs, 2 stop and reverses, and 1 winning trade. Actually, 1 of the stop and reverses was a 1 tick winner, so it was a break even effectively. But effectively, 3 full stop outs, a stop and reverse, break even, and 1 winner. Difficult day. But that completes that trade plan. And we did get target 2, so this will be the final trade of the MNQ trade plan. So the only and this will be the final trade of the soybeans trade plan. So all the charts did finish up. It'll probably be before 11 o'clock, but they're all finishing up now on this trade. YM is done, and we've hit a target 2 on micro NQ, so that is our will definitely be our 4th win. So that kind of is some of the answer to your question, Robert. You know, our trade plans basically told us how long to trade on all of these charts, and it looks like we're going to be done by 11 o'clock. So, you know, no more than no more than essentially an hour and a half on any of the charts, other than, well, yeah, we weren't in the Pound Aussie that long, but no more than an hour and a half on any particular chart today. Or somewhere around an hour and a half. It may be a while before that, before that micro NQ trade finishes off, or the soybeans trade for that matter. All right, now trailing on the micro NQ at 918 1/4. And down to 915 1/4. Hitting target 3. The micro NQ definitely positive today. Micro Russell was a losing session today. YM was a loser. POQ, okay, everything else I think was positive, is possible exception of unleaded, I believe. Unleaded was somewhere close to break even, possibly a little bit slightly negative. What we got, winning sessions on 2 winning sessions out of crude. All right, let's see where we are. Signal line at 44.25, so we'll make that 44.75. So we pick up one more tick. But that's going to be that's the only thing we're waiting for. And see, and we did stop out at on our micro NQ stop at 915 1/4. So the only trade still going is soybeans, with 15 minutes to go before 11 o'clock. So we're actually all but the soybeans was done in an hour and a quarter. Soybeans, unless it just goes on a tear down, is going to be, a small winning session today, but nothing big. We're currently +3, so it's not going to get too big with just a single position left trading. Plotting a stop, but that's a break-even stop on the subsequent trade because we did hit the unadjusted long trade. Now 44.5 now for the trailing stop. That's 3 ticks gained on the trailer. It looks like we'll go to at least 44 flat. So that will be 5 ticks. Still working to get down to that break-even stop on this trade, but we got to track this manually at the moment. Soybeans touching the session low at 39.25, and the pound Aussie breaking down through the session low on its subsequent short after our session ending long earlier. Stop down at 102 now. But that's what a slow-moving session looks like. It may run a little while, but it's not a bad session. All right, folks, I am going to call it a morning. We will see everybody next week. I'll go ahead and set up the sessions for next week on YouTube. Have good trading this afternoon, tomorrow, and Monday. We will see everybody next Tuesday. You're quite welcome, Robert.